think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
George to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, George. It's complete to Grant. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw on third down, George. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brady. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. Charles, we talked in the semifinal about Isaiah Street's brother Ezekiel, lost due to leukemia exactly 1 year ago today. But since then, Isaiah's been active in trying to help those who are going through the same struggles his brother went through. He formed a real bond, in fact, over the summer with one of them, 11-year-old cancer patient Emily Atwood of Centerville, Texas. And we're told that Emily and her father Todd made the 2-hour drive up to Arlington a week ago to watch their semifinal victory and got to spend some time afterwards with the All-American receiver and his new quarterback.
And folks out there should see how Isaiah's face lights up when the discussion turns to the young lady he calls him and the inspiration that he takes from her fight. It's really something special to see. He makes a point to call her from the locker room after every game, and he says, listen now, she's not afraid to tell me if I do something wrong. She'll critique me in a heartbeat. But it's good to see a young man who wants to give back, one who gets it, and Isaiah Streets certainly gets it.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right? What? Look, just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Got it. Hey, you know how much this means to me, right? Of course I do. Then make it happen. Okay, man.
Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. So, CD, you look at our quarterback. He's said it. He's been consistent. This is it. I'm graduated. I'm not going to go the grad transfer route. It's time for me to move on. If you're an NFL scout, do you see enough in him to think he's got a future in this league with this little experience that we've seen?
Every scouting instinct tells me to tell him to go the graduate transfer route. But you know how it is nowadays. And look, he's played awfully well against 2 top-5 defenses. Someone's going to take a shot and give this guy a look.
Well, several teams need a quarterback. You think about the Cardinals, they're going to be picking number 1, but Giants figure to be in the market, Broncos, Bengals, possibly the Raiders. So there's going to be some teams looking.
And don't forget, backups are at a premium in this league, and this guy could be a developmental player. Draft him, let him work in your organization for a while, learn the playbook, sit for a while, because down the road, he could turn out to be a gem. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now George. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. And I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury.
Did excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here are the Longhorns now on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Longhorns have the lead. To try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to get their next drive going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing on first down. George, incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. George looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. That one goes for 8 yards. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On On the carry, this is Slay. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Second and 13. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Casey Sparks there to make the grab. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. One more extra point attempt for good measure. And that trip to the end zone, I think that's the dagger.
Handshakes all around now. Everybody looking at each other and starting to celebrate a big victory.
How about this story? Behind a quarterback who had never taken a snap at a college football game until 9 days ago, they are the national champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the podium at midfield for the presentation of the College Football Playoff National Championship Trophy as we present your college football national champions, the Texas Longhorns.
Jack Ford. Talk about a long shot. And as a man who's known as the quarterback whisperer, and I suggest you trademark that, by the way, how are you feeling about your quarterback right now?
I tell you, this kid's amazing. He worked around the clock to prepare for this game. I never seen anything like it. And I am so proud of what he's done and under this kind of pressure. Hope all you NFL scouts out there are paying attention, because this kid's special.
Come on, man.
You deserve it, son. Congratulations.
Coach, this is you, man. This is great. Thank you.
A perfect end to a too short season. You're leaving here a champion.
It's better than I ever thought it would feel. I can't even describe it, really. It's just to be up on the stage, celebrating with these guys. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
It is a perfect end, but it seems like you put up a pretty good case that it shouldn't be today. How do you feel about that?
I think I gave myself a shot. If the NFL comes calling, I'll pick up the phone. But this guy over here, this guy, take that trophy, man.
Absolutely. Isaiah Streets, we are all aware of the loss of your brother. and what it took to be here today. But can you tell us, in this moment, how you're feeling right now?
It's lots of feelings, Taylor. I made a promise to my brother that I was going to... You know, none of this would have been possible without this man right here. This dude came into an impossible situation. He's got heart. I love you, man.
Yeah, I love you, man.
See? This was for you, baby! Yeah! This was for you!
Yeah!
And let's go!
A lot of emotions out on the field tonight. This is what football is all about. About getting hit and getting back up. And as you can see, in a season that was characterized by overcoming, these guys did just that and won a national championship. Back to you guys.
Right. Right. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's actually right here. Okay, hang on.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? It's Emily's dad. Look, I know that you got a lot on your plate, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to tell you that Emily's out of her surgery, and she is doing great. She got to see the game and everything. You have made a fan for life in her.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Please have Emily stay in touch.
I will. Thank you. All right, bye.
Take care.
Even, baby.
College football season's wrapped up and the draft is 2 months away. Today, we kick off the NFL Scouting Combine. Over the next 7 days, more than 300 college prospects will run, jump, catch, and throw for NFL coaches and scouts. Kyle, who's your player to watch?
Okay, it's the mythical backup quarterback who just won a national championship. This guy who's played in 2 games. 2 games, and we're saying maybe a 3rd-round pick? Come on, the hype is unreal.
Kyle, he did win a national championship.
Yes, he did. It was incredible. Peter, 8 quarters of football, 3rd-round pick. Get out of here.
If he blows up the combine like some people expect, he could be a 1st-round draft.
No way. No, Nate, no way.
Listen, this isn't a particularly strong draft class for the quarterback position. And you know when that happens, teams get desperate for that QB, and they start to reach a little bit.
Guess we'll find out soon.
Yes, I hear you, and I've been hearing you for the last 15 minutes. I'm on top of it. How many times do you need to... Yes, I'm on top of it. I'm meeting with... I've got a few other guys to meet this week, and then...